Well, welcome back everyone. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and today we are doing a bit of spatial planning. You ask, why and what? Well, first of all, why? As noted, the city has passed its first major milestone of 10,000 people, population-wise. The next milestone being 25,000. But at the same time, what was done as planning and infrastructure techniques for the first 10,000 differs for the next 15. As you can see, we've still got demand for residential, and we've also now got demand for industry. But we need to map things out. So, let's take a quick look at where we're going to go spatial planning wise. So spatial planning has been influencing the behaviour of the population through spatial form, so the form of the city or the region, and influencing the spatial form through behaviours. It goes both ways. So we need to map out what is exactly happening. So in two parts, basically I have outlined areas of development, looking at what I call the top end of the city towards the ranges. You can see where we're going to be expanding to across the river for the first time, as well as continuing out towards, in this case, what I call the east, or to the right, with residential, basically more residential, and the opening up of probably some more industry, or I should say ore. While to the left, we're going to open up more farming because we're critically short on food still, as well as, again, getting more residential opening up. You can also see where we're looking at placing a new metropolitan centre, the international airport, and at least the heavy rail lines. As we come further back down, what we have installed planned is continued industry expansion in the valley towards the ocean. Again, residential. And you can also see where a expressway is going, linking up, as well as where the metro lines are going to be going. So this is what we will be focusing on with we get towards the next milestone at 25,000. And as we continue learning the ropes as we prepare for my upcoming first city series, that being coming soon, Neo-Solarian City, a City Skylines 2 City. And with that map being from I'll get that right. With the map done by City Planner Plays, who you can see on YouTube and get the map from there. So that's coming to you in 2024. Right then. First thing before we even get going with the new residentials, we need to fix up a very, very crappy intersection. This was the original motorway interchange that you get presented with in the game when you start Sweeping Plains, which is based on the Canterbury Plains in my home country of New Zealand. As you can see there, the traffic flow is at a very, very remarkable and milestone achieved. 20%, dropping to 18%, meaning it's crap. Now we've tried to fix things up a bit by adding some turning lanes and some traffic lights at key points, but it is still absolutely crap. So the first thing we need to do is upgrade this intersection, especially when our average traffic is about 80%, which is going good. So let's get in and have a look at this intersection. Okay, so this is the intersection we're needing to replace. As you can see, it is an absolute crapshoot. Even with the traffic lights in place, we're just not moving stuff. So we need to effectively upgrade it. Now the question is, to what? There are two interchanges I've got in mind. Now, first of all, you've got to know where the road is going. So if we follow it up, it effectively connects to... Oh, we've got a traffic accident. we've had a collision. They'll probably be from across here, so we've got some more road upgrades coming. So, as I was saying, this road feeds all the way up. It's a core central spine, and it technically feeds up towards the city Manukau City Centre. Or back down the other way, it feeds into basically what's going to become the tourism area and where the cruise terminal is. So, oh, congratulations, we've had an accident. Let's just watch this quickly. He's got to probably quickly deal with it. And we're away. All done and dusted. So, as I said, there's two intersections I can run with. I can either run this one, which is a medium intersection, or I can run the big cross interchange as seen here. So, but there, to do this, I need to check on a few things before we even do it. This intersection, it also comes down to what transit I want to run. Now, at the moment, I believe the transit that comes down here is just a metro line. We are not running any buses to knowledge. No, we're not. But I could want to run trams down here in the future. So what we need to do is we need to do a little test, as it was, and I'll do it over here. No, someone's okay, so I wanted to see, because if we're going to extend a tram line along, I need to know which intersection works the best. So we're going to do a little test. So we need this one. And this is going to be fun, because it's going to be a case of where do I have the room to do it. Turn this around. Also, it's going to come down to space. Okay, so we've got this one, and we have got this one. So what I am wanting to do is, what are we feeding into? It's a 4-laner. So let's feed this back. Perfectly. Okay, and for the sake of the argument, on the other side, let's run it as okay, because I'll show you why. What we're looking at doing, actually, technically it should be 6-laners. I'll tell you why in just a minute. Let's just replace the road. Okay, now we'll leave it as 4 as a minute, because what I need to do is okay. Let's do it off this side first, actually, and then let's see if I can get it as a 6er. Actually, no, let's leave it as a... Let's come back to a 4. Somehow I think it's going to be a little bit... It's actually not going to let me do it, so this is going to influence decisions pretty much straight away. Yeah, I thought this was going to technically have it. So, yeah, no. What? It's going to bottle itself in here, which means it's going to be... While I could technically do it... Oh, I suppose you've got to centre line these. Oh, that's going to make it even worse. Ah, yeah, I see why. Yeah, won't let me do it, but if I want to entertain thoughts here. Yeah, I know it's crooked as anything. Just give me a second to... Yeah, I know it's going to do that. Yeah, no, it's not going to be worth the hassle, so no, that's fine. So just... Let's take all this out. Okay, so no, that's not going to work because of the way that's going. Now, if I look up here, given the way that's a high flow, your trams are going to get knocked out straight away. I can tell you what's going to happen. Yeah, I can see what's going to happen there, so I'm not going to even try it. So that's... Yeah. As you can tell from the adverts, we've got a housing shortage. Ugh. Okay, so that basically rules that out. You know what? I think we're going to switch it over a bit. Let's just, That's better. Trust me, does your head in. Oh, while we're here, just before we switch over. Give these guys a bit of a leg up. That should just... Yeah. You can say what you like about it, but it will just keep things... keep things ticking along a bit. It's just to give them a helping hand. Alright, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so let's get this intersection out of here. Actually, just one moment, folks. Actually, no. Let's get ready to get this intersection out of here. Okay, so what do we got? 2 laners either side, and we're not exactly going to go to 3s. Actually, we could do. So, let's... Let's, first order of the day, replace this crappy looking intersection. Hopefully I don't have to come that far back. Okay, so the intersection we're going to run with... I think we're going to run with... I think we're going to run with another big point-to-point. Yeah, single point. So... okay, let's try and get this lined up the best we can. And we are going to... well, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on your view, we're going to do a Robert Moses. And... ooh, okay, because the highway is curved. Okay, this is where we get to have a bit of fun. It actually is, compared to this one, was a little bit more. Oh, this one had bigger approaches on the runway leading up to it. Which made it a little bit more of a pain in the butt. So, no, we're not going to run with that. So if we get this dropped down first, unfortunately it won't scroll out a bit. This is where patience becomes a virtue. Okay, so we're going to knock out an entire section there, which I might... Okay, so what it's telling me is I've got two. Yep. Much as it's going to be a proverbial pain in the butt. It looks like we're up for our first round of urban renewal, team. Okay, still not quite there yet. Okay. We're up. Okay, so the highway is down. We're done. Let's go and extend that 3-laner up. Actually, let's upgrade it first. Just out of curiosity, can we just... Okay. I'm going to leave that there for now. And what we need to do is basically fix up the highways. Okay, so the highways are a bit out of position, so let's just work on this a bit. Okay, let's connect the motorway back up. We'll do it as a 3-lane. I just need to, before we do, how is that bridge positioned? So is it going to let me come around this? Okay, might need to come back one more. 3-lane curve. actually, it is going to let me come down that side. Okay. So why don't we... Let's just make sure we've got this. Oh, it's actually going to... Okay. Let's just back this up one more. Okay. Try this again. One more time. Where is it? Perfect. Now, before we go any further, walls. Let's get these done up now. I don't even. You're not gonna let me do it, are you? Never mind. Okay. And okay. Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Right. Let's go back the other way. No, this is probably trying to do it from the other. No. That's a bit wonky. Let's go back. I do not like that at all. Okay, we'll try this again. And this is where perfectionism comes to light me better. Okay, so we've got that part in. That's going to look peculiar. That's okay. Yeah, probably a slight kick there, nothing unusual. See, I don't like that. What I might do is actually just get it. Oh, okay. You're going to do it now for me, are you? That's better. Third attempt. Nope. Yes. So residential on that side. Oh, okay. Doesn't particularly matter because there is, again, no residential on that side. And I don't... It's a case of not worry about it there. Okay, so that is that side done. Ooh, this is going to be a bit of a nasty one to fix up because we've also got a transmission line to work on. Okay. Okay, so we have got a very nasty transmission line right in the road. Okay, I'll connect that up in a minute. Back to highways. Oh, okay. Shoot. Didn't anticipate. What's that? Campfire, isn't it? Okay. Oops, I've missed that entirely. You know what? Margaret, demolish it. Yeah, they're gonna pack a sock. Not really particularly amused. Just dump it in there. Just dump in a smaller park instead, because why not? Not sure why we did that. It's okay. Don't need to know. Back to this. This is where we need to be. Perfect. And then again. Okay, so yeah, it's a way we can play around with this. We're not going to lose too much. I might rezone that over. Oh, we've got commercial coming back in, so that's that way done. And highways again. Lucky I decided to build that type of bridge. Brilliant. Now, ironically, that's going to actually let me put more residential down this side of the motorway too, so it is a win-off. So I will do that. Longer approaches as well. Okay. So we do technically win all round. Alright, oh, let's get the electricity back in. So it is an actual... Okay, we know what it's doing here. I don't like it. Okay, that just connects us back into the grid. Okay, now let's do the touch-ups. After a little bit of fun and games, we managed to fix all this up. Okay, and we might even be able to... Dun, 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 where is it? Get a path out there. Okay, so we've managed to fix that up. Okay, so it wasn't technically too bad. I have probably deliberately left that clear for now, and we can technically... Oh, why? That's interesting. I wonder why that's cropped up. That should not. Alright, let's see what that's about in a minute. There we go. Some nice brand new housing for you. I need to also just do some quick dezoning. Actually, let's send that all over in that particular direction. Let's just take this out. Okay, that should fix that all good to go. No, the power's not going out. That's a water alarm. I thought... I was going to say, if we got... Ah! Okay. Let's see what's going on. Why have we got a... water alarm? Shouldn't, unless it's just talking about the pipes. In which it seems it's... Okay, let's get to see how well this is gonna all get going. Most of these have parking already, so we can get the parking out of here. Let me just... So I think this one's currently full, or nearly. Okay, so... and that will replace itself. Potter that along. Oh, Uh, yeah, I know it's not working at the moment, but for when they finally do get it working. Okay. I think that has solved our problem. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it has. Okay, this is... It's not looking good. They're all stacking to one side. Yeah. I know the housing market stinks. Oh, we've got a traffic jam in here now. Okay, so what we've done is we've opened up solved one problem, shifted it down the next. It's also rush hour. Well, it's wet. Yep. It's been abandoned by its occupants. Okay. What zone was that? Still high rent. Yeah. We've been given... Actually... Okay. So we're all good to go there. So that it seems to be... Although he seems to have moved the problem... Although it seems to... Okay, so we are still picking up some traffic. We'll keep an eye on it, but I think by opening this up, we've now caused the problem down in this roundabout, which might not be big enough. Okay, it's the biggest one we've got. It's also the fact we've got pedestrians, which is... Well, not a problem of itself, because it's great they're walking. At the same time, you can get... Ooh. Still get problems. Okay. For now, it has sorted itself, so we have for the most part fixed up that intersection, and please tell me there is a... Yes, there is a bus service that runs down. Both directions. Okay, so we've fixed up our first problem, which was the problematic intersection. Next up is, if we go back to our Spatial Planning 101, we've still got residential and industrial problems causing problems all over the place. So what we need to do is go back to our spatial planning map and have a look. So we're due to do residential on that side and residential up at the oil fields as well as down next to the industry. Whereas if we come down, we're looking towards the city centre. So it is literally a case of where do we go first? Well, I think the first thing we can do is get some more industry going for starters. Oops, that is the wrong one. We can definitely get more industry going there. There's no harm in that right now. What are we blocking him to? Okay, so there's definitely nothing. We'll get some more industry. Some more industry going. Meantime, we should probably place another fire department. Okay. That's for later. Okay, so let's get down to industry. In the meantime, we also need more residential down. Now the downstream effect is there, so because if we go to air pollution, yeah, got to be very careful where we place it because of air pollution, which is all through there. So your residential would have to be typically over here and somewhat over here. Remembering when we go back to our spatial planning, it also has to be connected up to the metro line. Technically that is actually downwind. That is actually technically downwind to this factory, which is a big air pollution generator. So it technically actually has to be up here. If we go back in, we're actually even going to struggle with that is just because of the sheer fact of where all the industry is going. So technically it is a line. If I get the road, where is it? It is technically a line defined. Right down there. So, and that's making sure we don't develop that up. Okay, let's. So what we'll do is. Purchase a tile. And wondering why I just did that. Okay. Roundabouts. Okay, so we've got a big pocket of residential we can technically run all through there and keep it away from the industry, which will follow this track down. Okay, so let's keep going. Oops. So we're developing up. Actually, what I'm going to do... Oh no, it's 2 lane out there and 3 laning it there, so... Okay. Right, now that does allow us to do another interchange there if we require it. The industry will continue. Coming down here as it is needed. And most of these can be upgraded to 2 or 4 lanes as required. So you never have to worry about that. Wrong one. So we're just getting the industry continue. Okay, just need to check the district. So what I need to do is bring this down and then back to the air pollution. Yeah, air pollution. Okay. So we've got our residential area set up, ready to go. Now what I'm also going to do is work out where the centre's going. Okay, so it's going to go in here. So what we will do is and go to buses. Don't need to do it there, but what I do need to do is go to here, here. Hopefully it's going to be the right way. Whatever. It's fine, I don't mind doing. Yeah, just allows that, because then what I will do is Metro. Hello. Above ground metro station. Or it's going to be easier just to... Actually, in saying that, back out. Because it's going to have to go under... You know what? No, because it forms a perfect delineator. So... Now, probably have to curve this, because I have to go and find... Okay, that's a... What? So what I'm going to do... That should be the metro station. That's not going to quite work. No, so there's going to be overground. Well, that works too. I don't mind doing that. That's right with them. Now where is that? Oh, it's right there. Is that because that's another bridge in there? Why are we glitching out? Oh, okay, this is... That's because of the railway. That's the reason why we're... Where is that? There, so... Find it fun. Oh, it's totally missed. Well done. Try that again. One more time. Done. And that just gives us a way in with that metro station. Okay. Right, so that allows us to do that. We're going to keep away from there, so let's get the grids set up. Grid pattern time. This is where it does not work. Nope. Okay, gonna have to do it manually. Alright. One moment, folks. Alright. We have completed our first round of spatial planning after improving the highway. What we have done is we have basically expanded the industrial area over here. So if we go to the zones, we've expanded the industry slightly, and at the same time we have also expanded the residential and connected up a subway station as well. And technically we can bring heavy rail out, but we're not going to do that at the moment. It can be done through the cargo and passenger, so it would bend round and come on this side and literally actually form another connection out, but that's not today. So with this all in mind, let's do the old quick save. And we take down the good old-fashioned timestamp, and we just adjust the view a bit. Just make sure we've got everything that's meant to be in here. Yeah, everything's ready to go. And finally, just one last check on that air pollution. Okay, so none of it, very little of it, it's going to get caught. Some of it might, some of it won't, but I think what we can do to offset that is pine, forest mode, brush size. Just because I am curious to see if this actually does the didn't CS1 in SimCity lower the air pollution. Ooh. I'm just wondering if it's going to do the same here. Hello, we've accidentally demolished somebody. Alright. The last thing we need to do is just quickly do this. Mill Way. Metro station. Oh, this will teach me. There is one last thing I did not do. I forgot to add parking. Oops. Normally because it doesn't sit top of mind for stuff like this. It really, really doesn't. So it will totally slip the mind on best of days. Let's get some quick fire parking in. Shouldn't really have to worry about it. For the for the sheer factors, in this case we actually have on-road parking. However, I was a bit dozy and did forget it. We'll leave it for now. If I need to do a massive park and ride off, I can add more parking out, and I can technically add a parking building out here and just bring it in from around here anyway. Also, what stopped me? Oh, this came up. Old cemetery ruins. Good to know. Alright, shall we do this? We've released the button. Boom. Alright. Let's switch the music over and let's turn the radio back on. So let's just go. Right, away we go. So this has completed the first part of our spatial planning. So we have done the residential and the industry to the right hand side, so that, and brought the metro around. Haven't done the heavy rail yet, they'll get done later. So we have done this part today. It's basically 4 parts. The residential and industry, we come along to the other side of the river, start on the city centre, then jump back over for more residential, then jump out to the airport. So let's just watch this go. Oh, the incessant rain. Ah, we've got medium residential slowly kicking in. Oh, we also built the hard-on collider. Or the hadron, I should say, not hard-on. It's autumn at the moment. Ugh. Okay, you know what? Let's, while we're waiting for this, see if we can find... Have we got one out there yet? I'm just looking for some. Not yet. It's okay. One's bound to come round. Taxis are all away. And we'll just quickly... Okay. Got people waiting, have we? Ah, there's one. Right. Favourite time while we're waiting. Oh, that was a miss. Zoom it up. Alrighty. Let's watch the bus go around because we've got nothing better to do with our time while we're waiting. Whoop, there goes the train. Let's speed things up a bit. First residents should be moving in soon. So let's speed this up because there's nothing too much going on at the moment. Coming down Civic Way. It's interesting because he's going to actually change lanes. To our little interchange. Oh, there's the train. No one yet because the residents are only just moving in. But oh, at least the service station's moved in. Lots of service stations. If you can see, if I had the camera on, you would have seen me eye roll at that. This is only just a very short loop. This is the loop one. I'll get the one that goes to the industry next. Look at all that land. If you'd like some land, like to come and build your dream house, well, take your pick. I'll speed this up again because he's on the... And that's him done. Because he's just basically going to loop it out. Okay, let's see if we can find the other one. So... medium. We've now gone critical mass to get medium residential going. See if we can find... No, bus line 12. I think it's bus line 12 we need. Oh, it's bus line 8. Oh, don't tell me they're not in operation yet. Oh, no. Oh, look, there's one. Oh, because they've only just gotten going. Oh, dear. Fun times that's going to be. Oh, well, we'll get ahead of it. So there's going to always be a big convoy of buses. Oh, it looks like they're working already. Nope. The intercity motorway. There goes the train. Or at least the services like your petrol station and convenience stores have moved in. So we're not having to worry about that. So for the residents, that's all ready to go. Oh, looks like we're getting some medium density going too. I just saw that. Come and work in Mill Way. The factory's just literally down the road. Ah, looks like we've got some medium density happening as well, which is good. At the moment, the buses are empty, which is going to be a given. Because people are still moving in. But this is where we come to infrastructure deficits and surpluses. See, I've provided all the infrastructure, so when people move in, day one, the bus and the train are there, so it is installed. You try and do this years or decades later, people have already got the culture of driving everywhere. So to get a behaviour change is going to be near impossible. Yes, it's more expensive at the beginning, we all get that, but it saves you in the long run. That's the difference between surplus and that's a lot of buses. I might trim that down, but it depends on how quick the medium density gets going. Could find they fill up real quick. So speed it up again a bit. Yeah, we're starting to get the row houses too. Now out to the industry. Oh, now this is going to be interesting. Round we go. Oh, it looks like we're firing a whole lot of buses in. And we're in the industry now. With the main city behind. Change of passengers. That's the train station. Waiting. Oh, we're away. And he'll be heading back over. Okay, so the buses mixing with freight traffic is going to get a bit interesting later. Whee! Away we go. Oh, I can see the traffic's already going to be fun. People are moving in already. The good thing is these are easy to do. A lot of these, if I do have to upgrade them, will be done to 2+1. So 2 lanes on one side of the other, and we just flux around with them. Oof. mind the collision. Oh, there goes the subway. Oh well. If you want a house, contact your nearest real estate agent today. Well, I sound like a commercial. And he'll go back into the subway station. Okay, so it's all go, go, go. Medium. So medium is starting to catch up. It's a very slow process at the moment. But it is slowly going. This might just give us a bit of a kick along. What's that? Oh, mix. Did I really place one of those down? Not enough customers. Jeez, people are still moving in. Yeah, medium's getting there. It's a little bit slow, but it's getting there. Right, so let's hope this is enough just to get things going. Oh, yeah, well. Shooting back to the main city. All the nice row housing popping up. So things are slowly moving along. Oh, we've had a big run. Oh, they might have gone too quick. Have we actually got high density residential floating around? Yeah, they overshot a little bit too quick there. Which was a little bit silly. That was a bit silly of them. Never mind. Yeah, it's technically still a very young city. Slowly ticking up. This is, I think, if we take a look at the job department, 18,000. Yet there's only 14,000 moved in the city. So as you can see, we've still got a lot to do. If we can get the medium density going, that would be the idea. Let's get some more residential. I do ponder if the residential's still not quite ironed out enough. It's causing these glitches that we're currently seeing. Because by now we should be hitting a lot more medium density. I should really start upgrading these roads and that too, but for the moment I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that's all running very well. Now that's a good point. Oh, that's Subway. No point hitting him. Wasn't him I was looking for. Whoops.
For the best in men's clothing, Congested.
Oh,
We have all the finest silk and many other. Whatever you desire, we will lay out on our table and show you everything. We will measure you to your tip, and you will love the thread we spoke for you. A chache threads. You never have.
forgot I could actually do that now. That depends if they want to do it too. I don't think we can export any more electricity out. Yes, we technically can. Oops. Hang on a second. We can export, so why don't we? Well, they'll decide if they want to. What I might do is bring... bring them up. What happened if I took it off pause, actually? So we're now exporting. Okay, we're exporting a lot out now. So. Okay, that should do it. I forgot we could export damn well out. That was me being a bit... Oh, we're being a bit finicky again, aren't we? Actually, the medium density is actually starting to take off a little bit better. What I might do is... Still a lot of grain, we've got a problem. And that's what's costing us quite a bit too, I believe. I think it's the only thing we need. That's interesting. Okay, so we produce all sorts of things on the... Okay, so we have got medium density coming up. It's just very, very slow. I've actually even got quite a bit of mixed use coming up as well. Let's just keep... That's interesting in terms... I'm just curious if... Okay, so we are moving along. All right. Let's go back to the... Oh, have we not... Oh, have I? I think we've forgotten something. Yeah, I never bought this online. Ha ha. Probably because I was waiting. I know it's a very short train ride at the moment. That's better than nothing. No wonder why those buses are. That was a bit silly. Oh, we've had a crash, have we? Oh, that does remind me. Should put one of those in. Right, we should now at least have trains. That was a bit silly. Why would... Nope, we are gonna... Oh well, we might as well follow our first passenger train. Yeah, all the trainers going, ugh. It's short at the moment, but it does connect the two areas. It will go up to the city centre and airport later. And before we finish for today, and back in it goes. Yeah, short and sharp sweet that was. Ah. Haven't followed the cargo train yet. Okay. Let's just do one. Well, that was a bit dumb. I don't know what he's waiting for. I don't think the cargo trains are working effectively yet either. So a lot of things to sort out. He is technically underground at the moment. Still on the ground. There he is. Okay, I got some clipping issues. Down the valley we go. And at the port. Just do a quick pause as I just need to... And back out we go, and then we'll get ready for the next bit of spatial planning, and then we'll call it for here for today. Cool. Excuse me while we just go warp speed. Alright, blow up the GPU. Whee! Hope no one gets vertigo. Ooh, that's some bad clipping. And back up he goes. The oil field's now happy as well. Yes, they are. Okay. Yeah, these guys might have cooked themselves a bit here. Oh, commercial's running. Tourism is indeed thriving. we've actually now got a run on commercial, which is interesting. That was... That will get interesting now. Yeah. So everything. Cruise ship terminal's fine. Yeah, see, we're still needing... Available for rent. Yeah, we're slowly backfilling all the jobs. Well, that's coming along well. Ah, here we go. Here comes all the medium density now. Yeah, the row houses come in a little bit afterwards, so I've got to remember that. Yeah, I see parking's going to be a bit fun to deal with. But this is, I'm not chasing green leafy streets and that, not for this area anyway, not when this is serving the industry. And I would also need to do a lot more for parking as well to get anywhere near that. Excuse me. Yep, here come all the row houses now. And commercial is still very high. Whoops, we've had an accident, have we? Ah, always the taxis. Yes, something to like about it. Well, maybe build one. Got all this land available for you to do it. Right. Alright, that, we'll leave that for here. So we have completed 2 of our objectives today. And I would just... As I said, we've completed 2 of our objectives today. One was to absolutely build this crap-ass intersection, which is now flowing... We'll put it this way, it's no longer at 20%, it's now about 75%. So we've redone this. And we have expanded the industry and added more residential to service it along here. So that means next up on our objectives, if we take a look at our thing, is we now shift over to from where the rail yard is, and we start coming down this corridor towards the city centre. So basically we are now going to look at coming down from here down into here. But first things first, where is it? We're just going to get ready. And what I will do quickly, so we'll have it follow the motorway. There we go. Just get that under control. Water's fine. Excellent. I think we're already trading power out. Yeah, we're already trading power out, so that should give the budget a bit of a boost. Ooh. I really need to up the parking. Basically what it's telling me is I've set the parking to... Yeah, we're starting to get a lot... We're going to need to start forcing rental changes soon. Basically, we also need a lot of public housing. Which if these guys would build... we wouldn't exactly have half this problem right now. It's all there. They still want to do it. So yeah, we will be coming along this corridor to come down, and we will also be getting ready to do the airport, which to mark us off, to round this out. Ooh, my... Okay. This is a solder and a half. The international airport is on.
Are you setting a good example for your followers? Are you on a journey to find freshness? Are you tired of shopping at the dingy stores? Sure you are. That's why you go to Common Groceries, the ultimate destination for the discerning shopper.
Why, hello, Janet.
Hi, Stanley.
Isn't this a lovely place to shop?
It sure is. Common Groceries. For twice the price, it's twice as nice.
I am wondering if that sounds like a certain someone. Please tell me that has... Well, I'm hoping it... Yes, it does. There's the metro. So that's the international airport. Ready to go. Alright. Yeah. That's still struggling. Alright, folks. We will leave it there. Whoops. But otherwise, Spatial Planning 101. We managed to achieve two of our 4 goals. And as this area continues to grow, and as the city centre seems to now be coming along, the customers are disappearing because there's actual very high demand. And as the city centre starts coming along, things are coming along well as we continue getting a hang of this game. If you wanted me to do a quick fire review while we've got a little bit of time left, let me I'm not going to find one now, am I? Alright. So, a quick fire review of City Skylines 2. Give it a now. I've played for about, coming up 35-40 hours of it. And what are my thoughts of it as a city sim player and also as a IRL in real life urban planner here in New Zealand. First thing I think we're going to point out too is if you think City Skylines 2 is the same as City Skylines 1, which was, and if you thought that was the same as SimCity 4, you're setting yourself up to some disappointment. City Skylines 2 is base foundation threadbare. Not saying it's absolutely raving great, but I'm not saying it's terrible either. So you could say it's, to borrow the vernacular, it's 3.6 Runken. It ain't great, but it ain't terrible either. The game has the basics there. There is still some bugs that Colossal Order and Paradox need to work out. Obviously, cargo being one, mail being the second. Trying to flip asymmetrical roads and one-ways over could be another. Maybe fixing up the medium density housing being another. And sure, we'll get to it. Well, more to the point, Paradox will get to, and Colossal Order get to it. But you've also got to remember with City Skylines 2, it was like City Skylines 1 8 years ago, 2015. I used to remember when it came out. Real bare bones basic. Didn't have bus stations, bus lanes were getting there, cycle lanes weren't around, and things like tourism and night time were ages away, and modding was very crude. 8 years later, and now CS1 is something else entirely, and a great game to play and a great visual tool as a planner. It's a great visual tool. City Skylines 2 will get there, and while there's been some mishaps and so on, probably Colossal Order probably releasing the game 6 months early compared to if we were to compare it to CS1. This game will get there. Once we get the mods going, I've already seen some unofficial mods come out replicating CS1. And if that's just what we're getting now, as unofficial basic starting mods, heck, when the modding community gets going, we are going to be in for an absolute time here in CS2. So overall, I would give this game a B. Tempering the fact this game has only just come out and it's needs quite a bit of polish to do. But I find the game, remember what it was like in 2015, the CS1, quite enjoyable to play, and with my new city coming out next year, Neo Solarian City, we'll be able to hopefully use CS2 as a visual tool from a planning point of view, just as we did with CS1. If there were two things I would recommend to Colossal Order and Paradox, one, that early access stuff right at the beginning, throwing it out to every Tom, Dick and Harry that was on Twitch and YouTube, that made it absolutely cringe. And the PR stunts that came after it were just horrible. They've actually put me off a lot of people I used to follow on Twitch entirely, because this is like, no, please just don't do it. Just keep it to your with the gold. Keep it with your beta. When you're ready to go gold, just do it. Don't do what you did with early access, because that was quite off-putting. And for players like myself, it was extremely off-putting. For the rest of it, we'll keep using Neo South Auckland as the learning curve for everything. And what we learn from Neo South Auckland, we will apply to Neo Solarian City in Q1 next year. In the meantime, I will leave you with this bus as it heads into the depot at Manukau City Centre. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and this is Neo South Auckland, a city Skylines 2 city. Basically relearning how to do everything, because you can't import the same game style as you could or did with CS1. I'll leave you with this bus as it heads back to the city centre.